Hello and welcome to Sport on 7 on City 7 TV. We're bringing the new episode from the ICC Academy, where UAE cricket team is on the hunt for young and new talent to join their ranks. First up, let's have a look at what is in store on the show. On this episode of Sport at 7, we'll bring you all the action hosted in the UAE during the month of April. We'll bring you all the highlights of the Abu Dhabi Desert Challenge. We'll showcase UAE cricket's search for new talent and catch up with the Dubai Beach Polo Cup, while concluding with a conversation with Australia women's cricket's rising star, Holly Furling. While the young cricketers are hitting the nets right behind me to impress the national selectors and coaches, we start the show from the Abu Dhabi Desert Challenge, which returned for its 26th year. After grueling 5 stages in the sand dunes of the western region, it was Qatar's Nasser Attiyah who finished at the top of the podium, while the 2016 Dakar Rally winner Toby Price won the moto-quad category. There was much to cheer about for the 2015 FIA World Cup cross-country rally champion, who recorded his second career victory of the Abu Dhabi Desert Challenge after completing all stages with an emphatic winning margin of 32 minutes and 13 seconds. Nasser, who has begun his campaign in this year's World Cup, mastered the challenging sand dunes when maintaining his top position in the leaderboard throughout the 5 stages to record a well-earned victory as he sets his eyes on clinching this year's World Cup cross-country rally championship.
Yeah, I feel really good. I am so happy to win this race because it's a very important race, for us, and now we are leading the championship, and we came here, with the new cars, and we don't know if we can fight with the Mini or no, because we know the Mini is really a strong car and fast. But we show also the Toyota is really good car, and we did our best, no mistake, all this weekend, and this is why we win the race.
Definitely, who's winning, that's something else. I would have always, my heart is with the UAE national, especially if you want to sustain motorsport. But definitely, my worries was about the teams, all of the teams, and also it's not just hard on the teams and the driver, but it's hard on the organizing and the staff and our volunteers. We were blessed by the reduced temperature, but at the end of the day, there was a good competition. Where the medical team were very good. Also the sweep team, they were there. So I think the team was good and the leadership was good. So I am happy with the event.
In the bikes category, it was the 2016 Dakar Rally winner Toby Price who clinched the Abu Dhabi title on his very first outing in the capital, being the 14th season of FIM Cross Country Rally's World Championship on a positive note. Price made his decisive move on the concluding 234-kilometre Abu Dhabi aviation stage, winning it from KTM teammate Sam Sunderland to take victory by 2 minutes and 11 seconds from the Dubai-based rider. The battle to become the new bikes champion had been a fascinating contest, with Price and Chile's Pablo Quintanilla each taking the lead twice throughout the 5 stages, and Sam Sunderland always close at hand.
Yeah, it was really good. It's been a long week, it's been a tough week, and the guys there definitely haven't made it easy, so it's good to come away with a victory, and yeah, it's been a bit of a fight, that's for sure. And it was a bit of a mixed week of everything. There was a lot of things happening, and yeah, trying to get things sorted and people better positioning and everything like this, but yeah, we worked it all out and got to make sure we did what we needed to, and yeah, it's been a really good week here. So I've enjoyed my time in Abu Dhabi and the Desert Challenge, the first time here, and can't complain.
Yeah, it's been a tough week, like you say. It was a lot of tough days. I mean, we were lucky with the weather the first part of the week. It was a bit cooler, but the last 2 days have been pretty hot. Yeah, we finished up second, had a good race all week with Toby and Pablo, so it was enjoyable, for me, coming back for the first time in 6 months. It's a good result, I'm happy with that, and we can sort of work from here. It's nice to come back straight in and be able to fight for the victory, and yeah, I'm really happy, it was a pretty hectic few months for me. Sort of the last 5 or 6 months have been, recovering from a femur surgery in Morocco and a bad operation there, and it was a bit of a tough time, and I'm my passion for the sport is as big as it's ever been, and I'm just happy that we can come back and have a good race and have a good crack at it. So it's cool.
Well, this rally is really special. It's a really tough one because always the dunes are difficult, and sometimes the weather is also really hard. Like today and yesterday, we had a lot of heat, and for sure that increased the hardest of the race. But I enjoyed a lot. It is a special race for me because last year was my first race in the World Cup, and I was third. This year I repeat the result, and it was okay for me. I hope to next year do a better race.
There was good news for the UAE side, with rider Mohammed Al Balushi's competitive display in the challenge to compete against 3 of the world's top factory team riders, as he finished 4th on his privately entered KTM, completing the stages in 18 hours, 56 minutes and 38 seconds.
I'm very happy, very proud to finish 4th. It's, I think, only by 24 seconds. You know that you can go like on the floor, pick it up the back, and that's 24 seconds. So I'm very happy after this 5 long days to be in the top 5 with all these factory riders. Really, it was really good learning curve. I improved a lot from last year. Very happy to represent my country in this first round of the cross-country World Championship. I mean, all these big names are here, and for me, I'm happy to be within the top 5.
It was a disappointing event for UAE rally driver Sheikh Khalid Al Qasimi, who ended the challenge placed 7th, largely due to the drama in the first stage, where he finished 16 minutes off the lead in 9th place after sliding into a ditch and later briefly losing his way. Though he did manage to recover in the 3rd and 4th leg, only to finish towards the bottom of the overall standings. Prior to the start of the contest, Sheikh Khalid had revealed about his shoulder injury that he had been carrying, which may have impacted his performance this year.
Unfortunately, I have an injury in my shoulder, which has been now 4 or 5 months. I've been doing a lot of treatment, even with dry needles and so. It's just trying to avoid an operation. This is what I've been told, that I have to do an operation. But I'm trying to avoid it. That's the obstacle. Yesterday I was feeling a little bit of pain, but for sure almost every couple of weeks when I have a time, I don't go in the car, but we go in the bikes and we go over the dunes and just try to be more familiar. It's not because of the event itself, it's just because part of our nature. We go usually to the dunes, and especially in weekends, we try to have 50, 60, 70 kilometers. It's not a long kilometers, but enough for us to get to be driving on the dunes. If you have a program, if you're committed to a lot of things, the surgery can change a lot of part of your program, especially testing and doing. And in the World Championship, we're going to have a new car now, which will be testing it. I just gave it a go to go with a really very good therapist. I will give it at least another 2 months for a treatment, and I will see how it goes. I just started almost a month, and I need at least another 1.5 to 2 months, and I'm about 40% better than what I was.
We will now be taking a short break, but when we come back, we'll be speaking to the UAE cricket team officials about the new talent they're looking for.